throughout the entire tournament is that he's making the right plays regardless of the pressure of the situation.
That's right.
Every single time he's in a clutch, he's been winning it out. You know, he's had a lot of game-winning clutches for Na'Vi. And one of the things I absolutely love the most is it doesn't matter if the scoreline is 2-2, 7-1, or 13-13 in overtime. JL will always go for the play that he thinks is right in the situation. The vista for the game, the way he reads the game, the way he's able to win game-winning clutches by keeping himself calm in those pressure situations, it's been outstanding to watch.
Yep.
As you said, Richard, love Inferno, you think it's going to be a close game back and forth, well then you put focus on JL because he's had a game-winning clutch pretty much every single game he's played during the major.
Yeah, and look, I think also, you know, had some stellar performances on this map. They need it now, though. So, guys, we're getting close. There's like 1 minute before we're going to take it back to the casters. So, I don't do predictions. I think I've learned over my long and illustrious esports career, they're worthless because we can't see the future.
That's
and ultimately, you can only lose because if you get them wrong, you know, that's that. But I'm going to ask you, are we seeing Karrigan's history or are we seeing the makings, the beginnings, the origin story of the real Alexi B? Which is it?
Man, listen, if there was any moment to tame the beasts of FaZe Clan and beat them with your mind, that would be the moment for Na'Vi. The system of blade prevailing. I'm going to take a risk. I'm going to say we see an upset.
Okay.
King Karrigan gets crowned tonight.
Less than an hour, Karrigan would have won this major.
Yeah, okay, I love it. We're setting them up like Professor X and Magneto, guys. I love this stuff. We're going back to Harry and Hugo for the deciding map of the Copenhagen CS2 Major.
The last time we got all 3 maps in a major final was Boston 2018. That was where Karrigan at the helm of FaZe experienced the greatest anguish of his career. For history to be made tonight, maybe history has to be broken. The final map is Inferno, just like it was all those years ago. Is it heartbreak again? Or do FaZe rewrite that story right now?
The story is not yet finished.
Pressure makes legends, and only one team can beat that. Na'Vi writing a new chapter, a new book. FaZe trying to right wrongs. And Karrigan, the king of Copenhagen, at the helm of it all, versus an Alexi B, who has finally led an international team, not just to major playoffs, but to the grand final. Inferno is bound to be epic.
Watch this. Always used to make for a great decider. And so let's see if that holds true here and now. Rob's
never a dull moment.
Starting things off over in the boiler. And it looks like the rest of FaZe Clan want to come around and join him. Na'Vi lie in wait with only 2 players to defend this side of the map. Ema and Bit, they've got their work cut out for them. Pressure towards the patch. They'll deal with Rops early. They flush him out from balcony. The apartments are clear, but rent is due. FaZe are moving in. Tap on a Bit. And that stems the bleeding, that stops the aggression, that allows a bomb plant here for FaZe Clan. They know how important this early game is. So they want to try and take space away. They're going to pressure Ema, but he will not go down without a fight. Bit takes up his position. FaZe Clan still searching, still hunting. That might hurt them in the long run. Bit has the chance right there, and with Brokey dead, it's just the captain, it's just Karrigan, alone in the pit. No one by his side. And so Na'Vi, they're the ones to get off to a good start now.
That is not an easy round for Na'Vi, even with a 5v4. They may have FaZe surrounded. But we talk about how hard these retakes are, how easy these post plants can feel. FaZe feel uncomfortable. They're shaking in their skin. Just trying to hunt down Na'Vi, who hold off for the right amount of time. A huge pistol. FaZe come through. There was never a doubt. Galil's on 4, but Na'Vi want to keep them honest in middle. Deep smoke, deep Molotov, denial of space, and a denial of vision for Ema. He gets flashed out. Frozen comes hounding down.
Frozen in the smoke. Spammed out by Alexi. He'll go no further. They waited over in middle, waited for this smoke to fade, and now they try to play their hand through it, and it's fast up in the top mid. Explosive, but into the crossfire. Wonderful. Will hold the fort down. And he buys enough time for JL to come in and finish what he started.
Oh, motor mouth for Alexi, rapid calls as well, making sure his team are lit up and awake for this final map. They were gone, disappeared in Mirage, but an opportunity presented for Na'Vi to start strong on the final map of play. Months in preparation. This may just culmination in the next hour or so.
Exact start Na'Vi wanted. And while we give FaZe all that respect for how convincingly they showed up on Mirage, it felt like Na'Vi just flowing too close to the sun. They thought they had this one in the bag. But a little time in between games, a chance to talk to one another, really talk, and then you come in here, you win the pistol, you convert that second round this time, and you weren't able to accomplish back on Mirage.
It can be forgotten. Write it off. This is a BO1 right now, with the world on their shoulders, with everything to play for. Legacy. Are Na'Vi truly born to win? Alexi spraying, they come gunning through. The pistols are making this round tense.
JL, all that stands between them in this site. JL! He'll lock them out of it, buying time. Na'Vi have got everyone here now. Just like that, FaZe Clan has to look for other options, other avenues. Greener pastures here as they run it back through mid. Passed on the rotate. Is in there.
He can't stop this, surely.
Can't catch him in the cross, but he will find Rain, and now it's just Brokey. A Deagle and a Bomb Plan, that's all he's got to work with. Na'Vi are the ones on the clock, but it's Brokey feeling all the pressure. Swinging it with the Deag, and with these shots missing, that window is closing. That gap is closing. Brokey can't find a thing. 7 bullets, and he won't convert the kill. It's all JL to keep this round in check.
Thin margins right now, but Na'Vi are ticking all the boxes. One more bullet in that MP9, that would be the way in. Denied at the door again. A strong start for Na'Vi, but we've had Team FaZe come through with a full bite. This will be it.
Never a dull moment.
Wonderful early on the... We've been waiting for him to have his moment in this series. It certainly wasn't Mirage. This isn't his first rodeo. Well, you've got a team of Na'Vi players who have barely played 10 big tier 1 lands, with the exception of Alexi and Bit. Wonderful, no stranger to a major stage. Saw him in Spirit, 1.2 rating, getting into those playoffs. We know what he can do, and now Na'Vi need him to show it.
Nades downrange, Frozen is found. Dealt with early. A star from both maps for FaZe Clan. Fizzles out of existence here in their first rifle round. And Ema, quick as he arrives over towards B, ready over at long. Carrigan sent a bit in alongside him. The A site is closed, and FaZe, they will get that memo. Just one man, JL, and a 1v2 that decides do FaZe have anything to play for in this round. Alexi, Molotov, getting that rotate, and the Molly's going to be there in time. Time is the one resource that FaZe Clan do not.
In darkness, we find ourselves.
It comes in too late. They're already past this. Bomb dropped.
Never a dull moment.
This Bastion that just refuses to give up ground will get run down. Now it's Rops to go where no one's gone before. 1v5 at the B site. Tap on the bomb, but not given the fight. Wonderful. Well warmed up 1-0.
Such a waste.
The fashion that they did, the threat posed to Na'Vi, and still they do not shrink under the lights on the stage.
Our wills
In the
align.
highest pressure game of their careers, they rise to the occasion. 4-0 now on CT side. Do those doubts come creeping in?
Solid warm-up. Who's
An
next?
incredibly one-sided map as well. The resilience to believe you still got this one and to come back into the third in outstanding form. JL is the one leading the charge. Almost 170 ADR. So
Come
slow it
closer.
right down. They haven't liked the pace of these last few rounds. Na'Vi anxiously await them.
This world needs hope.
Roki's flash starts to tee up the aggression up through Banana, but another smoke down. As far FaZe have respected every single one of them. So that won't change anytime soon. Look at this mid-round, the aggro out of Na'Vi. Grouping and top mid, they're trying to move this thing back. And then spot the
They find out the hard way. A TK comes through. JL atop the boxes, and FaZe fall. They crumble. 20 seconds, nothing to show for it. Carrigan may find a gap, but there's no bomb, there's no chance. It's all Na'Vi. This is monumental. FaZe cannot get a grip. 2 timeouts after 5 rounds.
I will not falter!
They're feeling the pressure, they're feeling the burn. Alexi's got them right where he wants them. And we're finally getting that form out of JL again, that terrifying form. The best form is ever displayed, shining through in the Na'Vi jersey. 9-1 to start this game.
Let me show you darkness!
Defining performance if JL can keep this up.
This could be an MVP locked in for JL. He has been an outlier for Na'Vi. He has been a rock in this competition. Going from
I am awakened.
this banana position so difficult to break through. But FaZe have not lost this map in this year. They've played it 4 times. They have the depth, they have the belief. Do they have a chance? Na'Vi are giving them no way in. Alexia retreats to grab more utility back in the spawn. FaZe finally crash through that smoke at the minute mark. But Na'Vi don't have the make or through.
Alexi's got to have even more than his run. Won't stand the test of time. What a great time for it.
Such a
That tips
waste.
The scales back in Na'Vi's favor, even though they're the ones playing catch up. Another smoke spam. Bit, what is this form? He doesn't even see them. And now they run in. Rops is shut down. It's one win, baby.
He fights back. And once again, he looks for vengeance against FaZe in a final.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he is that legacy Na'Vi player. He is the one still standing from when Na'Vi last lifted a major trophy, and he's the one with a score to settle versus FaZe Clan.
And it was a close game last time. They lost Inferno to FaZe, but they lost it in OT. Right now, FaZe have barely broken through. A couple of chances, a bomb plant here and there.
This one's got fire!
But Na'Vi are giving them
In
peace of
darkness,
mind.
we find
They
ourselves.
can be competitive in this grand final. Was Mirage just a smudge for Na'Vi? Because they're seeing far more clearly now. Oh, cracks are showing.
The pressure is certainly building for FaZe.
Dear Subaru. Monsters are everywhere. I loved our Subaru Outback most was the moment they walked away from it. And that's why our family will only drive a Subaru.
With so many choices on Booking.com, there are so many Tina Feys I could be. So I hired body doubles.
Mountain Peak Tina at a cabin.
Or Peak Tina at a hotel gym. Booking.com? Yeah.
The feel is so wild. It is after Na'Vi's run through that elimination stage. It was not about
Free to play solo. It's already been a rock solid.
Violence to end violence.
FaZe have been in an A post plant.
Let me show you darkness!
They've had nothing to fall back on. And still at the minute mark, Wonderful holds mid. Full bracket info. That should free up Alexi. He will be required eventually. Re-smoke, good time.
They're going to come through this smoke. They're going to try and play with some confidence here. A FaZe.
Target
Spamming away is still a threat here. And Rain learns that the hard way. Any more?
Oh dear.
JL on the spam.
They're so low.
Everyone is injured. Everyone is wounded. Rop's the only man with HP. RV poised for a retake. They want to keep this scoreline flawless. Lexi rounding the corner. The rest of the team in behind him. Emma locked in a separate fight with Banana, one that has yet to come through. It's first. They feel the liver on the
Darkness and
Doesn't
light.
get closer than that. 5 points the difference. 1v3.
Na'Vi lose one round and the timeout is immediate. That felt like a bit of a misstep. They knew about that last player over towards Banana, and yet the first man in was not checking for it. So this is that one chance now to keep your boot firmly pressed against FaZe. And don't
Let's
let them build
move.
back
I've
into
got
this.
people
I mean,
to
they win,
inspire.
but at what cost, right? They get out with Galils. FaZe have no money to show after this streak of rounds for Na'Vi. They cannot get comfortable, not yet. Again, blistering pace, back up Banana. Wanting vengeance once more, but there's 3 players in this bomb site right now.
Pressuring him onto the USP, gotta try and do it with the shot. What? They just can't deal with it.
Monsters are everywhere.
Will. 2v3 in the retake. Oh!
Oh dear!
No shadow without light.
The threat comes from within.
Who can be trusted? Take a deep breath now. That may be FaZe's fate set up in this third map.
Interested in as well.
Yeah.
They wanted to try and keep punishing FaZe. They wanted to do anything to stop them chaining rounds together. If you catch FaZe sleeping, you're in the golden spot, but it's a team that can build back very, very quickly. You don't want a 1v3 in TK to be the defining outcome, the turning point for FaZe. So this round, JL throws himself into the fight, straight down Banana. He's opened this up for Na'Vi.
Make good with what you've got, right? Limited weapons, limited util to buy this time for Na'Vi on CT. So JL just throws himself in. It forces FaZe reaction on the other side of the map. Concessions made, but options opened on A. For how long is the question? That fourth rotate is here. JL committed. And FaZe's solution, an apt one in these last 2 rounds, has been to play ahead of the util, explode through the smoke, catch Na'Vi on different timings. And while it's been effective back to back, now they've got
See if the boys feeling that pressure, holding the line here. An awkward retake, and they leave that behind them. Back to their winning ways now.
And FaZe have dealt with a lot of difficult games, difficult playoff matches, grand finals. But this would be a comeback unlike any other. Na'Vi in full control of the CT side, even with blunders being made. Almost nothing comes for free. Carrigan killless still. drops his quietest major yet.
Darkness and light.
Foothold taken over on the long side. Wonderful tries to react with this AWP. Hasn't had to do much yet on this CT side. But he's been good for the kills whenever they're available, and that's another example of this. Knocks off it up. Wonderful's not content with just the first. Brokey waits around this corner. Wonderful. Oh. And so finally he has his round. JL mopping up Banana. And Na'Vi are building all over again. Wonderful. Spots that final player, and even then doesn't take the risk.
I find them unworthy.
And how long did we wait to see if Wonderful was the real deal? A title taker, a Titan toppler. He was left to wither in Sprouts. But now up on the big stages, unfazed by the pressure. In this final bout for glory, for legacy. Only one death in this entire map. A monstrous appearance against G2. Wonderful is the real deal right now.
Darkness and light.
Bit still stands. Bit doesn't want to let them in for free. He's now the only hope up in the apartment. That's 16 and 4. Having his best game of the major right now. In the grand final, in the third map. Bit still has more to give. Still has more to say. Frozen quakes in his boots as the end is nigh. And Bit is the one looking to deliver it. In the pit, and a lot of time ticked off this bomb. Rain can't secure, but Brokey will. Just about 3. Heading into the second half. The last half should be played up on the stage. It's not a lot of
and we have the behemoth Bit, making life difficult for FaZe. 3 rounds, it's enough. But FaZe need to muster everything they've got. Their captain killless at halftime.
Even that is terrifying, right? You want Carrigan in top form to feel comfortable, to make the calls to recover this game. And him, this is like deja vu.
He's got to trust
a nightmare.
He's got to trust on his team now. He's got to rely on the firepower, the star power of FaZe. Exactly what this roster is and always has been. Some of the best shooters in the game. And they can't make a mistake. Frothing at the mouth, but Alexi holds them back, make sure. no respite for FaZe. No pistol to give them a freebie to elevate this number. No, it gets worse. Na'Vi, you have to throw yourself through here. 10 rounds is right around the corner. Can Na'Vi squeeze those shots out? Glock's on a crossfire, some whiff bullets, but JL recovers, and he looks to close. 2 more kills, and Wonderful is there. As Na'Vi know, this is inevitable. It has to be. Alexi tried for so long.
Some call me evil. Shall I prove them right? Some call me evil. Shall I prove them right?
But ever since, unsuccessful. And not only did he take down his former roster in G2 in that semi-final.
Legends are told in word and deed.
Once more, the ace crumbles. Na'Vi are up to the task. After getting destroyed on their map, Pick and Mirage. Better teams, more experienced squads would have crumbled here. But Na'Vi...
Let's move! I've got people to
in
inspire.
this grand final. They weren't about to let it slide away from them. They doubled down heading into a third map. And everyone comes to life.
I'm coming for you.
FaZe are left with...
I roar, you bow!
To try and stop being swallowed whole by Na'Vi.
Silver, that would be devastating. And this final timeout, this final chat to legendary player, now coach Neo, has got to inspire something.
I mean, they're very aware of where they're at, just how dire this is. They would be playing for overtime otherwise. They've thrown all their money on the line here and now.
Wow.
This round decides the outcome of this game. Carrigan at 0-13. Maybe a new darkest hour upon him in the third and final map.
The king getting dethroned in front of his nobleman. Na'Vi in no hurry. A full spread default. Apps take, Banana theirs. And at so little cost. FaZe have to hold on to what they got. It is not a lot. Molly ready at the B-bomb site. Smoke must go. Ooh. Na'Vi chomping at the bit. The guillotine is out. They're on for his head. Carrigan blocks him for a moment.
Small sigh of relief for FaZe as they do stop what was looking to be a B-explode from Na'Vi, but Alexi left options open here, even in his absence. The backup plan still looks to come through for Na'Vi as they work their way up long. Bit has been unstoppable, and so there's no slowing him down now. He wants that second major trophy in his cabinet, and he's looking to take Na'Vi there to the promised land. Bit chains together another, and as Carrigan moves in, no kill yet. Will finally deal with Bit, but can't follow through. This might be a foregone conclusion. FaZe risked everything on this buy. Frozen has been the guy across all 3 maps to shine bright for FaZe, but he's been spotted. no element of surprise. JL and Wonderful, they will close this. FaZe broken and Na'Vi elated. As 5 kills is all that stands between Na'Vi and a major title.
Almost the last team you would expect to take it when you saw that stacked bracket. We had the 7 best teams on the planet. And Na'Vi block out the outside world. They eclipse Eternal Fire. They murder G2. And now FaZe, their final foe.
And to do it in this fashion, it's not even been a competitive third map. This is a brutalization of a world-class roster before your very eyes.
To recover from Mirage in the way they did, the way they died, that felt like the series had started for FaZe. But the reality is so much grimmer. And Na'Vi tiptoe their way to a trophy at the first Counter-Strike 2 major.
Lexi couldn't do it with his Finnish brethren, but entrusted with Na'Vi's first ever international venture. He looks to take home the gold. And he wants FaZe to feel that. He knows they're under all the pressure. A slow round with a big ending. Victory is right there for Na'Vi, and all that's left to do is reach out and grab it. Ema opens, Bit responds, and Na'Vi with each kill, with each second, they can feel that they are on their way to the crowning achievement of Counter-Strike. In the city of Spires, a new kingdom looks to arise. Na'Vi, 1 kill away. And they know it now. They all know it now. The best moment of the rest of their lives is about to come through. And there's the killing blow. Na'Vi's highest height in years. And the gamble of taking breakout players from Paris and molding them in their image pays off.
Vindication for one of Counter-Strike's brightest minds. Alexi B securing his